It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win.
Bro.
And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the
Of course, it's raining. It's
As
always
we'll see
raining
a
in
squad from
Dynasty.
the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Should be
And
a
the
tough
Huskers
game.
will kick it away first.
Even though they're not ranked, still got good overalls.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense will have the ball first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
There we go.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get us.
Hold on, I need to change some of my settings if I can. Where is it? Guess it's not on there.
To create a big play.
I want to make it so the guy that I'm playing as automatically shows his play
some
art.
sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive.
Hit him.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So Nebraska's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gosh,
when you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
just going to chew up the ground yards, just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys. And
turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got him down the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get.
Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Guess I should have gone for Swan instead of...
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Use a little bit more.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Under fire. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early.
It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Quarterback keeps it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Oh, he's got some space.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Reads it, fires complete. He goes goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard
I
line.
did not think the pass was going to be open on that.
And here
Based on
comes
where that
money
slot
down
was
for
lined
this
up.
offense. Third down execution is a
Backed
premium.
up.
You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Gosh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. He's got it on the right. There he goes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Wide open spaces. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature
that broke that tackle
by the O.
It'll be 2 or 3. Third and long. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Heaves it deep. Grabs it up
What the fuck? He didn't even go up for it, bro.
Touchdown, Sooner.
What the fuck?
He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really holding.
You know,
line.
oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 16 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man on the right. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire.
Oh,
Hit
no.
hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Cornhuskers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33.
What a drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Pride. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll open the second half with a run. Runs through a tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Wowza, five-star.
He'll keep it himself. Hold down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to surprise him with the pass.
Oh, shit.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Counting on you there, freshman.
They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Keeps it on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners are marching down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle it off.
What the f? Are you kidding me?
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On target. It's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Definitely going for this.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win.
Looking deep. Got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back's got it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running,
everybody's getting hurt right
time
now.
will expire here in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Get in there.
And he
Are you
missed it.
shitting me?
No good. And
Dude, where's the
still
wind that
down
it says
by
is blowing
4,
left?
Still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Movement on
What
the
the
offense,
fuck?
and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
You're shitting me. I've never seen that happen. What the fuck?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
That's nuts. Okay. Game really is working hard.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Finds his big tight end. There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Got his man. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Huskers! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Sooners in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Safe completion on the screen. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight. If you're the underdog, win.
Let's go, baby.
The Heisman contender turns it over. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays.
Shit.
It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Trying this out.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, it's there.
Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication,
injury
like
my ass, dude.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Oh my God, no, the game's not mathematically over.
It'll be 3rd and
Those
long.
cheating sons of bitches.
Quarterback takes a knee. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Go for it. I'm gonna call timeout.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line.
There's a lot of time left still, I feel like. Shit.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they
Pretty good
were
numbers,
prepared,
really.
they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for them.
Stuck in.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
They held them to 10 yards rushing. Yeah, gained us some yards passing. And better third down conversion today. I didn't shit. Damn. The down's the one that mattered for me. 4 5. Oh, and they turned it over twice. I didn't. Any difference right there. Only get 1 sack on the day? Yeah, only 1 sack. Manuel got a pick. Pineda got a pick. Good shit. Alright. I think that'll do for this stream. Anyway, until next time.